about broads.
So the notion, are we talking or not?
We're live
So the
now.
notion that all whites are into tariffs is a broad, I dare I say, racial stereotype.
Dare.
Poor Joe, dude. Everybody feel bad for him.
Yep. It's crazy times, man. He's listed in the Epstein files. You know.
He looks like he would be. He does have that Epstein face.
I have Epstein face?
Yeah.
So we were talking about it right before you got here.
Have you kept up with any of it,
Kinda.
John? You?
I don't care who was on that island. I don't care what you did. I mean, how does it affect me in my everyday life? I'm not worried about it.
No
You know,
kids, so
I
you don't
mean,
have to
I mean,
worry.
it
Are
would
there
kind of
video
affect you.
Are there videos I can download or something? Or I mean,
It would kind of affect you if they had to take down the president because
well, I'm white, so a lot doesn't affect me.
Ah,
That's
there you
true.
go.
So we were talking about that.
Exactly. See, Joe, Roman understands.
He embraces it.
Yeah, I embrace the privilege.
Exactly.
I pay a monthly fee
Dude,
for it.
if you have the privilege, why not use
It's like
it?
Netflix.
Yep.
But I want to make broad racial stereotypes. It's not fair.
Well,
Guess what? Life ain't fair, brother.
yeah. You know, we wanted slaves, but no.
But we became the slave.
yeah.
I want to make racist broads.
Yeah.
Something like
Why,
that.
well, what were you going to bring up about the
I
Epstein?
was telling him the craziest thing I saw was it turns out Michael Jackson was probably the good guy.
Oh yeah,
That
I
one's
heard
not-
about
did you hear
He
that?
was like, guess
No.
what, dude?
Yeah.
He wasn't touching him. He
He
was
would they
protecting
saw him
them.
as a spy, like the Epstein people saw him as a spy.
Did they
and,
really?
and he would take kids to his ranch to keep them from going to Epstein's island.
I think that there had to be,
Macaulay
like-
Culkin did an interview saying that he prevented him from going to a small island when he was young, and he
And
took
that,
him
and
to.
that there might have been others.
You know, the mansions in Hollywood are doing a lot worse than
Oh,
what
yeah.
anybody did on Epstein's Island. So, everybody wants to know the names and the pictures. And you know what? You want to know who's really doing what you think is going on out there? Go to Hollywood. Man.
Hollywood,
Check it out.
yeah.
I don't think any comedy bookers in Hollywood are doing that, though.
Yeah. To hell with them.
Yeah, I don't think they're that high up yet. Oh man.
I think the ones that went out and started accusing Michael Jackson is he was just trying to be like, I'm just like you guys. Look, he's like, sorry, dude, you're collateral damage.
Yeah, so he's the hero after
To protect
all,
everybody else, there's some of them you got to get diddled.
Damn.
I have some pissed that my Epstein, like on my social media feeds, I don't have as much Epstein as you guys.
Because you're not
Seeing
on
the headline.
you're not on X, man. Get on X. That's where everything is.
Well, what's the last thing you heard about
X is
Epstein
where the
stuff?
truth is.
Yeah.
I had read the Michael Jackson thing and Macaulay Culkin, saying
Yeah, that he
he
protected
was
him from
that
the
Michael
island.
Jackson was torpedoed because of this other
And-
real
and-
cabal.
And I mean, it seems to me that in the realm of pedophiles, Macaulay Culkin was like peak.
Yeah. I can see what you're saying. Like that's a prime target.
Yeah, he was like the Kim Kardashian.
You're
to
picking
pedophiles.
you're picking him over the fucking catcher from the Sandlot, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean,
Or Corey Feldman, too.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman has a lot to say. I mean, Corey Haim before he was, before
but
he
Corey
died.
Feldman, he got caught up in it.
Corey Feldman
Like
said that.
like Macaulay Culkin, he got protected.
Yeah, but
By Michael Jackson.
yeah, the thing that's cool about Feldman though, like he's called out a lot of people, but he even said that, nah, Michael Jackson, no. Like I don't see why he'd lie about everybody else, like about Michael, like, nah, he didn't touch me.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
he idolizes Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But,
still,
and
he
he
still
calls-
tries to
I mean,
dance like
yeah,
Michael.
he calls everybody else
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
She does the glove and
The
everything
glove,
still.
Does the dance, the kick.
well, look,
Okay, who
Mama
else?
Melons is
Mama
back.
Melons in the house.
I miss Mama Melons.
Mama Melons got
of course, Jay's like MJ didn't do it.
You think any of that's going to be in the, I doubt it, in the Michael Jackson, the biopic that's coming out?
It's too late.
It's
now.
not going to be in there, right? They're not going to put any of that in
But I
there.
understand they kind of it's the rise to
Y-
and they end.
Okay, it's the
I
same.
wish-
Just like the, did you see the Eddie Murphy doc? The
I
documentary?
didn't finish it.
They didn't talk about him picking up transvestite
Oh, man,
prostitutes.
I
or
remember when that
anything
came out.
either. It's like, so they don't want to leave a lot of stuff out. They don't want to.
Well, it's just like
don't give it a full
the
story.
Straight Outta Compton one. They didn't talk about Dr. Dre beating the shit out of that lady.
Oh, yeah, that would have been interesting, too. I could have gone a little further than that. I wanted to see Snoop's murder case.
The
Yeah.
Everyone
director's cut,
forgets
man.
that. Every
They-
time everyone sees Snoop on like commercials and TV shows, they're like, "Oh, what a great guy." Well, I guess he is now. Like,
he's-
you remember he
he's
had a
hosting the
murder case in the
Olympics.
'90s?
Maybe he's one of those cannibal Hollywood people, man.
He got away with it. I mean,
sold
it's
his
not like
soul.
he didn't do it. I'm still convinced he did.
Now I think everyone who's famous eats kids now.
Hey, dude, like, if you stay young looking, you gotta eat that adrenochrome.
Fucking Ellen looks young as shit, dude.
Dude,
Looks younger than all of us in here.
Ellen looks like a
Is
monster.
that what gives them
dude.
their power? The,
Yeah.
the what? The croon? What
the
is it?
Adrenochrome to get that.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Fear and Loathing?
Yeah, I
That's
remember
what
that.
turned
Yeah.
him into a lizard man.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, at the risk of going
Crazy.
too local, may I tell an anecdote about our guest today?
Sure.
All right, our guest.
Yeah.
Roman, there he is.
Yeah, here I am. In the flesh.
Here I be.
The year was 2011, and I was asked to judge the funniest person in Corpus Christi contest. I didn't know much about the players. I didn't know much about the local comedy scene at all. But I wrote a newspaper column, and I went stupid reasons why people in Corpus ask you to do things. Maya, can you bring up that first Facebook post that I sent you earlier today? Yeah, the picture. Here I am judging.
Where?
Oh shit, that's at Gators.
Oh, yeah, that is the Gators.
It
Yeah.
was the Gators.
I think it was called the Vent Comedy Club at that
Yeah,
time.
now the Vent
Yep.
were players, a couple of brothers that tried to make some comedy should go
Yes.
on, and this was their contest.
Hey, Maya, can you move
There
that thing
I-
a little bit? Somebody's saying they can't hear. I think Joe. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I always have a problem with my microphone. I'm trying to talk more directly into it.
It's your white people voice, dude.
Yep. So listen, bro. Okay, so that's my wife, by the way, ex-wife on the right, sitting to my left. Anyway, me, Sarah Acosta, her back is to us. She was a big-time Channel 3 personality.
That's right.
And
Is that Nino back there too?
I think that
here's
is.
the thing.
Yeah.
This is where I can tell you who won. I can tell you that Braylon Bell was in
Oh,
that
Braylon's
competition.
hilarious, dude. I
Yeah.
miss Braylon.
Yeah.
And I could tell you that Scheinberg, the young Scheinberg kid,
Ben Scheinberg,
Ben
yeah.
Scheinberg was in that
He
competition.
does wrestling now, I believe. Something like that.
But
Bill
I
Goldberg.
can't tell you anything else about it except that unanimously, our guest today in 2011 was the funniest person in Corpus Christi. that
Yes. That's right.
night. You won, right?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I sure did.
Tell us, if you don't mind,
Uh-huh.
how long had you been doing comedy? January 2011. By then, and then what was the scene like 15 years ago?
At that time, I think there was maybe a handful of comics in Corpus, not more than 10. And I'm not sure if Javi Luna had started doing comedy at that time or not. I don't remember. I know he wasn't in the contest.
No, he was
I know
not.
that. No. And I had been doing comedy roughly 3 years at that time. So, and now I'm going on 21 years now.
You've been doing it 3 years?
At the time of the
Okay,
contest, I've been
'cause
doing it 3 years.
Here's
yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
The contestants, it was 2 sets. It was going to be anyone or whoever signed up, and then the top. Do you remember top 5?
Something like that.
That's culled
Yeah.
from, and the people that do the top 5, top 7 or so, can, if they want to, do the same set. That's completely okay. You'll be doing 2 sets for the same judges, and if you want to, your second set can be the same as your first set.
But honestly, if you did the same set, I mean, that's gonna.
I don't know anything about these
Yeah.
comedians or
Yeah.
what the
It's gonna help you win the
real-
Bin magazine 6 times in a row.
So it's completely the
Yeah.
same. Anyway, so
Just playing.
John Roman,
Unendorsed.
Just
John
playing.
Roman was the only comedian that day that did a completely different set.
That's right. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
And they were both hilarious, and
Yeah.
you
Oh,
won
thanks.
the contest easily.
Yeah. 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 I remember that. I don't remember. You know, I don't remember any of the jokes from that night either, man. I was probably
Well,
pretty.
I found on Facebook
The
that
Feels
you-
Like 9 wasn't in there.
No. Yeah, this predates that, by quite a bit, I guess.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
for some reason I don't know why, but I referred to that joke the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think there was one joke I kind of remember. It was like having I used to have a babysitter, and it was a Mexican lady, and since I didn't speak Spanish, she would yell at me in English and Spanish, and I remember that was one of the jokes. She would yell, and she would be like cállate, shut up, sit down, siéntate, déjalo, leave it alone.
Everything was
yeah,
twice?
yeah, everything was twice. and I remember I did that joke. I don't remember anything else.
The one that always sticks in my head is the weather girl one.
Oh yeah.
Where
Yeah. It might look like 3. It's gonna feel like 9.
yeah.
Yeah.
You were going out with her, and she said the weather people is like it's gonna be 75 degrees, but it's gonna feel like
It's
60.
the wind chill. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna feel like something,
So
but it's
it's
gonna
just
be
like, well, I took off my pants. It might look like 3, but it's gonna feel like 9.
Yes, yeah. That was,
Hey, so Andy,
Oh,
were
it's
you
pretty
doing
popular,
comedy
yeah.
January 2011?
I doubt it.
Okay. 2 years later, John asks me to be a judge in another one of these, and that's the other Facebook post. This one's going to be real fun. All credit where credit's due. Leto sent me this. Leto Cortez sent me this a few days ago.
Gary
oh, Gary Turman. Tuman, right? Was that Turman? Yeah.
That night I met Jay LaFar, I
Ben,
guess, but I don't remember. that.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Michael White, fucking right.
Michael White, fucking right.
Fabian, Jacob.
I don't think any of those guys up there are doing
Ellen?
comedy, are they?
There I am, dude.
There you
Right,
are.
right over Preston.
There's Lito. Lito was doing comedy that
Fucking
time.
Lloyd, dude.
Yeah.
Was that the year that Lloyd won?
I don't know.
I think
I have very little memories of this.
That's Coach, right? We call
Yeah,
him
Coach Lloyd.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Lloyd has his own podcast up there in Oklahoma now.
Does he?
Yeah, it's pretty. Dude, Lloyd's still
Fucking
hilarious.
Dan Pretzer's on there.
Yeah. So here's a follow up.
Wait. Before you go,
Hey, scroll up, please.
is there more?
Scroll to the top.
I
This
remember
happened
Micah.
at Chuckles, I want to say. 2013. We can have Maya go looking for
Yeah,
that
it was-
information.
Okay.
So then this would have to
But-
be down at the
Yeah, that
Railroad.
Facebook event.
Railroad.
That's what,
Yeah,
that
you
was- that
click
was
that
Railroad
Facebook
Superstation.
event, Maya. There you go. Thanks, man. Okay, so this is your event, right? Comics Live Southside.
That's right.
So by now you are producing. Were you producing shows or anything like this
I
in
was.
2011?
Yes.
Back when you did that.
That's just the
actually
last
that-
place for Comics Live.
Yeah, that's the last location it was at. But actually, at this time it was inside of Railroad Seafood. Station
Railroad Seafood.
restaurant.
That's
yeah.
what Lito told me.
Yeah, down the street there.
Can we go back to the list? Because we didn't see all the ones at the bottom.
Charlie Zapata.
Charlie,
Hadar.
Okay, so in 2013 you
So
threw.
wait, Donna.
Crazy Paul.
So then it had to have been the year before this that Javi won.
Yeah, it said it earlier. Hosted by last year's winner, Javi Luda.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was on the event thing.
So then this one, I think I got 3rd place because I was going out with some girl there, and I went up. I didn't think my set went very well, so like halfway through, I was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here," and we took off. And as we were driving away, they called. It's like, dude, they called your name. Where are you? And I'm like, oh, I left. I didn't think I was gonna win.
Really? I don't remember that. Who called? Was it? It wasn't. I don't think it was me. Was it Nino?
I think it
maybe?
was Ellen.
Ellen. Really?
Ellen or Donna or maybe Gary.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so then I went back, and that was the year that Lloyd won.
It must have been. Yeah, Coach Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
year
Because-
that Javi hosted Lloyd, who I don't know, Lloyd won.
Yeah,
Got it.
and then I think like 2 years later. I
So
won.
in 2013, when you run this contest, are these all Corpus Christi folks? I recognize not all of the names on here because
Yes,
I
they-
haven't
they
been doing
are.
it that long.
Yeah, that was a stipulation. They had
Myers,
to
I
be.
didn't even say
They had to
Myers.
be in Corpus Christi. We did another contest. It was called Last Texan Standing, and that was anybody could enter that.
Can you scroll down again,
But
Maya?
this one, yeah, these guys were all in Corpus
Hold on.
Christi.
There's 23 people on that list.
That's right.
Or nope, 26. So that's 26 people doing comedy in 2013.
That's right. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yep. None of them.
You forgot Berto.
Yo,
Berto
yeah.
was on there. Berto's not on the list, but Javi just put in the comments that Berto was
He
on
didn't
there.
just put in the comments. He did it in 2013.
You know, Crazy Paul, the guy that Crazy Paul is on that list too. He was a magician in the early '90s. He was even on the Arsenio Hall show, and yeah, he got he started doing like a lot of like experimental drugs or something. And so he kind of fell out a little bit. But I remember he came to perform at an open mic, and he was wearing everyone was kind of, the joke was that he was wearing sweatpants and no underwear, so you could see this dude's junk just bouncing back and forth on stage, and it was just so It was distracting, and no one was.
That's Andy's gimmick now.
Everyone was laughing at it because it was kind of just gross.
But see, but my thing is, I don't wear the underwear, and people start squinting like, "Where the fuck is it?"
Yeah. So what was this? Was at Railroad? You were just running comedy shows out of Railroad?
Yeah, Nino and I started doing comics live there. We left we left the Gators location, and we were looking for something a little larger, and that was downtown, and it was more centrally located too, and it
It
worked
was
out
nice
well.
down there.
It was,
I like
wasn't it?
Railroad.
Yeah.
I don't get mad at the reason that we had to leave because that guy wanted to start making his microbrew.
Yeah, he started a brewery there, so yeah, it was.
So
we
like
had to
that was like
take
his
off.
dream. So that's cool. But man, that room was so cool.
It was, wasn't it? We had Felipe Esparza in that little room, and Steve Trevino, Alex Ramundo.
I remember Felipe went there for because we would do open mic there also,
Yeah, he got there a day early.
and he watched us all do open mic, and he told me I was funny.
So where did you start doing open mics?
I started at House of Rock
Okay.
because that was the only one that I knew of. The first time I ever went to any comedy here was at Gators to see Daryl Feldsberg.
Oh, okay, yeah, Daryl. Yeah, Daryl's good. He's great.
And then that's when I met Javi. I met what was his name?
Jacob? I'm just thinking those Vatos Locos.
No.
thing you guys
I
had down.
didn't meet Jacob until we started doing Vatos Locos.
Oh, okay. Okay.
David.
Cifuentes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I remember David.
Yeah, I met Javi and David, and then they started telling me like, oh, well, we also do it at House of Rock. And then I went to House of Rock, and then I started following them around there, and then blah blah blah.
I mean, because as a white man, I'm very interested in history, and
That's a white man.
No public.
And how can I how
How can I-
exploit it?
How can I
can
whitewash it?
yes,
Yeah.
that's the second half of
How
today's
can I
podcast.
how can I cut up the colored?
Tell me the landscape of the local comedy community, and then the second half of the of the podcast today, we'll discuss how we can exploit it.
Yes.
Okay, fair. All right.
I have a list.
So I know that Mesquite is the oldest running mic, and they have been doing it for 13 years. So that's 2013.
Well, but like
So
the same
I'm trying
mic
to
that
I'm just
came
trying to
from,
Oh,
create the history in my mind right now.
well, we started the Thursday mic at actually, yeah, we did. We started the Thursday mic at Comics Live and Chuckles, and we moved it to Mesquite Street.
Is that
so-
right?
So it's been going on a lot longer than that Thursday night. is-
Right.
You know,
It was at Gators, and then
yeah,
it was at Gators.
Comics
then
Live,
it went
Chuckle
to Railroad,
kind of thing.
and
yeah.
then it went back to Gators,
yeah.
and then we went to the Stanza because Mesquite wasn't really even
Yeah, it wasn't.
open yet.
Yeah, it wasn't ready yet. They
Oh,
were still
okay.
building
And
it.
so we were doing it in the Stanza, and then once Mesquite was ready, then we started doing it in Mesquite,
And it was always Thursday night,
and it was always
always
Thursday night.
and that was, I guess, at the time,
We used
the
to do it
only open mic
Wednesday.
in town.
Yeah, the only comedy mic. Yeah, it was.
Right.
Yeah, I think Javi started one
Oh no, House of Rock.
a couple times
That's
at
where
this
you
place
went.
called Talons, I believe. You remember?
Yeah, I
Talons?
remember Talons.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
forgot about
massage
that
place
place.
now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's been a few things, but yeah, we started the first one Thursday, and there's been a Thursday comedy open mic since I don't know 2010,
Okay.
I guess. So quite a while, like 16, 17 years, maybe. You know, even before that, when we were, I was at Crazy Times Comedy Club, which was in the mall, and we had
Was that at Chelsea's?
yeah, that's the old Chelsea's. Yeah, we had a Thursday night open mic. No, Wednesday. We had a Wednesday night open mic there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's kind of when that spot closed down, then we moved it to Thursday, and Wednesdays was called One Mic Stand.
Right.
We used to do shows there on. Downtown
Was there a
Wednesday.
performer that did open mic at
Slang.
what did you call it? Crazy Horse.
Crazy Times?
Crazy
Yeah,
Times.
Crazy Times.
Where
Yeah, that
Chelsea's was in the first
was
level of the
2000
Sunrise Mall.
that was
Do y'all remember
2004.
that?
I remember Chelsea's Pub, but I never did anything there.
Okay. And there was a performer. I went to open mic one night, not just to watch, just to be an audience person.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who read a letter. He read a letter he had received,
Mhm.
and that was his whole act. Was I just want to read this letter, but the letter made him. It was a complaint letter to him about like being redneck, and then the way he
Yeah.
read it was. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I
It
don't.
struck. That has struck with me to this day.
And
Clearly,
it was Crazy Time. Was it open mic or?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
You read a letter.
And then I remember
no idea.
just as a comedy enthusiast
Yeah.
trying to do comedy things as an audience member. I remember Joker's Wild Improv.
Yeah, that was Tony Martinez had that place.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was over at
Where Murdoch's is.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wait, wasn't there a Joker's Wild that's over there by the Burger King that's here downtown?
No, that was Sparkling City, and that turned into Crazy Times. The owners from there moved it to the mall.
Okay.
So yeah, that was Sparkling.
Okay, so
City.
for the
Yeah.
longest time, right here in downtown Corpus Christi, you would pass a vacant building that said, what was it called?
Sparkling
Sparkling
City.
City.
Sparkling City Comedy Club.
Mhm. Yeah.
Until recently, that you could see that, and
Yeah.
that was, and then I guess what I'm getting at is a standalone comedy club. It says comedy club on the sign of the door.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was a comedy club. Yeah,
Right.
It wasn't like a restaurant with a little room.
And I remember going to that place
Yeah.
when I'd come home to
It was-
visit
It
from
was nice.
college
They had a
and
second
stuff.
level in there too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
really neat. Yeah.
And is that the okay? So then you're saying that moved, the comedy part moved to Crazy Times, and that was a comedy club full time.
That's
That
right.
was what that
Crazy
venue
Times
was.
yeah, it was
The
Sparkling
old Chelsea's.
Sparkling City, and they called it Sparkling CT for short. Then the CT turned into Crazy Times, and then that opened up at Chelsea's, the old Chelsea's,
Right.
which became the new Chelsea's, well, which became Jesters for a short time, and then became the new Chelsea's, and then now of course. But yeah,
Okay, so is that the last comedy club that's been open in Corpus Christi?
the last full time like actual standalone
That's all
real
that they do
comedy club,
there.
that was that would be Crazy Times, and because even when it turned into Chelsea's, it was still not a comedy club per se.
Mm-hmm.
It was they were doing comedy there, but doing comedy in a restaurant or a room doesn't make it a comedy club. It's a big difference, So yeah, Crazy Times, and I believe they closed in 2009, I think. 2009 they closed permanently. They were open for about 5 years. And so 2009 is the last time there was an actual standalone comedy club here.
Right.
We did when we were there, we did a Wednesday through Sunday, and Sundays were kind of reserved for bigger acts. Steve Trevino, Angel Salazar from the movie Scarface, and Kid Reed from Kid and Play. When those guys would come in, and then we would do a Sunday night. So we were a full time club there. It wasn't my club, by the way.
Right.
I worked there. I was the manager and booker and the biatch. That was my job.
You know what?
That was his job description.
Yeah.
Going back and thinking about all this stuff. Remember when Chris Kattan
Yeah.
came
Yeah. Yeah.
and I got to open for him? And do you remember Martin Urbano?
Martin, I remember Martin Urbano. Yeah, I do.
Just yesterday, I was watching this show, and it's a show that it was on Hulu like in 2020 maybe.
Yeah.
It was a show of like Mexican dudes called This Fool.
Yeah.
And Martin's on that show.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I remember opening up and he even helped me out because for the second show for Chris Kattan, I went next door to Mesquite to go have a beer with Nino,
Yeah.
and I was having a beer, and then somebody came in and they said, "Hey, I think they just called your name, dude." And I was like, "Oh shit." And I went over there, and Rex Gabriel was already up there doing stuff, and then Martin's like, "Don't worry, dude, I'll just call you up after Rex." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then I did my thing, and then Chris Kattan went up.
I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of those shows, dude. I was toast, man. Yeah, I was lush, man. So I don't remember that.
But yeah, Martin
Sounds
was
about
cool
right.
as hell.
Sounds about one of our productions. It was total chaos, man. It was.
Hey, let's get back to this. I wanted to show the poster for the next Rock Hard. This is, of course, my monthly show I produce at House of Rock. It's an open mic, but they don't want us to call it an open mic.
Hershey High Tide? What is High Tide?
Oh, that was
Yeah, there's a couple of comments saying that don't forget the Hershey High Tide.
Yeah, Hershey. I got a story about the Hershey High Tide too. Hershey High Tide was actually a comedy club in the '80s and maybe into the '90s. I'm not sure. I moved in the '90s from here, but in the '80s it was inside the Hershey Hotel, which is now the Omni, and so it was the High Tide Comedy Club. And I remember that we won tickets on. There was a station called Kite 105.5.
Yeah.
And we won. Our neighbor was a DJ on that station. We lived right there by Vernon's downtown. But I won tickets to go see George Lopez and Carlos Mencia, and this was in like 88, 89, I guess. Oh wow. Yeah, and I was barely 16, but I had a mustache.
Yeah.
And so, the other kids in school, one of my buddies, we looked older. And we went to the show. We went to the High Tide Comedy Club and we saw those guys there. And yeah, that was actually my first comedy show was that. I guess 89. What was it? Yeah, 16. I was 16. So, yeah, got in there.
You
Yeah,
were
I
doing
don't know.
comedy when you were 16.
No, I wasn't doing comedy. I didn't do comedy
That was
until I
just
got
the
out of
first
the
comedy
army.
show.
First comedy show you went to.
Yeah, first comedy show I went to. Yeah.
I thought Joe said, "How old were you when you
Yeah.
were 16?"
Well, I wanted to bring it back to the Epstein Island.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. You had aged out of the Epstein Island by then.
Yeah, by the time you're 11, you age
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Mm.
You already passed your prime. man.
Tainted meat.
I
Mike.
oh fuck yeah! Blake
on the show.
says I'm never on a poster. Put him on this. So what I do at these, John, and you've been so kind as to come and do a little comedy on
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
the
I enjoyed that.
semifinals
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
roast battle. But do you have that other one? That's the one I really want to look at.
I like how you blur out Koo's thing.
I did. I did. Did it look real bad?
It's a Koo shirt.
Okay,
the
so here
catastrophe.
is this
Yeah.
month, next month, the roast battle is over. What are we doing this month? And only this month, February 25th. That's this Wednesday. It's Rock Hard Comedy. It's viewer discretion advised. So what this means to me is the audience is primed to receive material that might be a little edgier than you normally do. There's no obligation to
That
be
chick is doing
edgier.
nothing but 20 minutes on his cloaca.
We're gonna just do Dice Clay jokes.
You was material.
Yep.
But I asked in our chat, John, and you answered
It's in
that
the
yes,
poll.
there was an adult only or rated X show at Sparkling City, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, Crazy Times. Yeah, we did it. We didn't do it very often. I recall that we had done it a couple of times, and it was from what I remember, it was something that Steve Trevino actually hosted. So he hosted it, and I think he had
Whenever y'all would do it, Steve was the host.
yeah, and I think he had the guys because at that time Steve was no longer living in Corpus. He was already living in Los Angeles. He was working on the Mind of Mencia with Carlos Mencia, and he would come in and he would sell the room out. Man, we'd have to do 3 shows a night sometimes with him, and but we would do a late show and it would just get raunchy, man. Like, I mean, I remember comics with their
but the audience
shirts off,
understood-
it's weird shit.
The audience understood it was a dirtier show.
They did,
Okay.
yeah.
And so my question then would be, was
But then
there
all
a
of our shows were kind of dirty. We didn't really censor anyone, but that one was a little raunchier because it was.
did
after
the audience
midnight, yeah.
enjoy that extra layer of raunch?
They did, yeah, they did, and they were, most of the time they were really drunk by that time too.
Oh, yeah, so-
I remember.
Yeah,
I
they-
remember
I
at the
think they-
Gator shows. Whenever they would do 2 shows, they would always be the first show where everybody would be like, ha, 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 ha. By the second show, everyone was like, ah.
yeah. They were gone because there was a bar in the front, so you could get
Oh.
there early, hang out in the bar for hours if you wanted to, and then get plastered, and then you come inside the little dark, quiet, cold comedy room over there, and so
How many people fit in that room?
which one?
So they had more than one performance space at Sparkling City downtown, or
No, they
Crazy
just had
Times?
Crazy Times just had the one. The other one was was Gators. Had a nice little room in front, and then the little comedy room. in the back.
Gators, you could pack people in there.
You could,
It was
yeah.
a big space.
Yeah, I think the most people we had there at one time was like 225. That was for Pauly Shore.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we
I
had.
saw April Macy there.
Yeah. April Macy was there. She didn't have a big crowd the weekend that she was there. Depending on which show you went to, there was because she did a
I was
few.
there
She
too.
did
You
she
were in
did
that
our room
show?
a few
Yeah.
times there. Yeah.
Pinball.
I got to drive April Macy back to her hotel.
Oh,
Do you remember?
tell us
when
the
we,
whole story.
Yeah.
She's like, can we stop and get something to eat? We went to Whataburger, and then I took her home.
If you have an out of town person, you take them to Whataburger, right? It's Corpus. It's
She asked for Whataburger. I wouldn't say like, let me show you what's up, April Macy. And she was
Yeah.
like, let's go to Whataburger.
If the other thing about this flyer, Blake, you shared a post by a Houston comic that we know, and I'm paraphrasing, it was, you don't want AI to help you with your jokes.
Or comics talk shit about people who use AI to help them write their jokes.
Right. Comics, yeah, that's it.
But they'll use AI. They're real quick to use AI to make
To say, hey,
posters and flyers.
give me
Oh,
a funny
yeah.
poster.
Yeah,
This is an AI
I saw
poster.
that too.
That's an
Kinda
AI
figured
poster.
that.
It's a good AI
Nah,
poster.
if
maybe.
this was
Right.
an AI poster,
I'd be black.
Blake would be a
Well,
lot
hold on,
blacker.
I'll go through the whole thing. This is what I did this time, because I want to get into, should we be using AI for posters? I did here. Go to the other one real quick, Maya. The one with the chicken on it. That's an AI poster. Then what I did was I said, give me this exactly the same, remove the chicken. Then go over to Blake, and that's me manually inserting a chicken.
I'm
No.
Yeah, he
chicken.
call you chicken, dude.
Dang.
I played with the filters to make it match the red of the room as best I could, and that's what these are.
You know what? You know what kind of disturbs me about the chicken?
Go ahead. It's
that
got
he has-
human hands.
Yeah, he
Yes.
got fingers.
Yeah,
He does
and
have
the
5
cigarette,
fingers,
I had to
5
fix the
claws.
cigarette and it wouldn't fix the cigarette. It made a weird cigarette with an offshoot of like a tree coming out of. Maybe that was what it was going for. A chicken smoking a cigarette would be a weird cigarette, but I fixed it to make it look as best I could to an actual cigarette.
That's a Dice Clay chicken right there.
Now, am I breaking cardinal creative rules by using AI for a poster?
I think
No
you're
way.
good. I like
No.
this poster.
You know why? And here's why I tell you, because for years and for me, when I needed flyers made, I didn't make them. I had to pay somebody to do those.
Right.
You know, and sometimes they weren't cheap. You know, they're 25, 30, 40 bucks a
Yeah.
flyer, you know? And so that takes away from what you're making at the door for what you're paying the comics, etc. And so now you can just get on your phone or on your laptop and,
Right.
and make these things. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll play.
Cut down cost.
I think the ones where it shows like guys like shooting themselves out of a cannon or something. I think that's a little, you know. But I think, you know, making a traditional flyer for a comedy club or any event using AI, absolutely.
Here's
Save
like
your
if we're
money,
playing
man.
devil's advocate about it.
I
You
think
know?
Bobby has a comment about it too.
I'm sure Bobby does. I was hoping that he would say something. When AI is brought up, John Connor dies again and again. Bobby is a prime example. He's got one of his beautiful daughters who
Is
made
AI.
who's AI, 100% AI. So Bobby didn't mind AI because he has an AI child.
Makes
No,
sense.
one of his daughters is a graphic designer. She made the design for the podcast here.
Very cool.
We paid her to do that, right? She was paid to do that.
I want to get one of those Houston.
You
blinged out
are
chains.
removing creative
Yeah,
jobs
oh,
with
dude,
this AI.
diamond out. That look cool.
You are.
You are
Double diamond.
removing paid creative jobs, and that would be a devil's advocate position against using an AI for a poster.
Can I ask you something about this viewer discretion comedy thing that you're doing?
Well, I thought I'd brought up a fantastically philosophical point about AI and creativity, but yes, by all means.
Do you think? Like you're making it so that this is gonna be crazy. You hold on to your seats.
Right.
You don't know what these guys are gonna say.
Wear your diaper.
How many people do you think are gonna drop the N word?
Joe's on it, right?
I'm on the phone. So there's one.
Joe's gonna do his whole Epstein Island bit.
So I'm preparing my opening. The host gets to do a little comedy at the beginning, and I want to address all of that
Okay.
ahead of time.
It's just gonna be referencing Blazing
And I
Saddles.
will also let
Yeah, right.
the comedians know that the owners of this place don't want this and that to happen as well. Does that
So
make
there
sense?
are restrictions.
I'm out.
Up. Dropped out.
I'm trying to remember if I have. Do you think I've sold it? Do you think I've sold this as there are no restrictions?
That's the way I understood it.
Okay. I will think about the question
I mean,
because
who do you think's really gonna push the boundary on the show?
The road dog.
well, that's a different
He
way
ain't on
to
it, is he?
answer the question.
If he
There's
gets on the
really-
open
there's-
mic, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's really no reason to drop that or
Yeah.
you know, I worked at a club that didn't want Jewish jokes, you know, and you know, we
Epstein
used
joke.
to have a rule at Crazy Times. After someone made a really messed up joke and Selena's sister was in the audience, but he did a really messed up Selena joke. And so after that, we were like, hey, you don't like you want to talk about Selena? Cool. Don't make fun of the death and things like that. And that was a rule at Crazy Times.
Yeah.
You know,
Was the joke that offended Selena's sister good?
it was. You want me to tell it?
Yeah.
I'll tell. The guy doesn't do comedy anymore. He said the joke
What
was.
year are we listening to this?
This is 2008.
Okay.
When did Selena die?
Like in the 90s, like 90, 95,
So
94?
the joke was, and mind you, I'm just repeating this. I didn't write this. So I don't want any hate. But the joke was, the guy said, he said, I was this close to meeting Selena yesterday, and the shovel broke. That was the joke, man. There you go. I didn't write it. I'm just
Pretty good. That's not bad.
yeah.
Okay, now,
it wasn't-
if you're Selena's
what?
sister, you are so subjectively going to hate that joke in
Yeah.
a way that you cannot
Yeah,
apply to anybody else in the audience.
I didn't hear anything about it after that, but we she was there, but I don't think she said anything to any of the staff or owners or anything. And at that time there was you didn't have all of this. You could go and post and complain and cry about things. It was there was MySpace.
Because
So-
in 2025, that's a Charlie Kirk situation. Here is a topic,
Yeah.
a person that we are not allowed to make jokes about, and if we do, you might lose your job, Jimmy Kimmel. Luckily, that turned around and he did not lose his job for telling a joke that heretofore had not been off limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like part of that though is just for a fucking work contract though. Like it wasn't like he lost his job because he was just
No, the outrage in that moment of him telling a joke. Hold on, I remember going to open mics right after he died and having conversations with other comics about, are you going to do Charlie Kirk anything? Da, 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 da. And very few did.
Yeah.
See,
Pussies.
the answer to your but you don't come out and rectify it. The answer to your question, Andy, is that I hope zero. I hope zero. However, Corpus comedians aren't big into political jokes.
Well,
we don't do any of that
but
down
but
here.
I think part of the reason, and I've seen clips of this go on from other like the Corpus Christi Originals podcast, and every comic they fucking talk to and all that, and it's always like, oh well, in comedy there's certain things you don't joke about to divide the audience. You don't do religion. You don't do political stuff. You don't do.
That's a Corpus Christi mentality.
Yeah,
and
that's wrong.
Yeah.
that's
wrong,
not
man.
yeah, I
true.
hate that. I hate that.
In
fucking
Austin,
statement.
You should go up there and do whatever you want.
That's not
whatever
true
you
on the
want,
latest Dave
you know?
Chappelle special. That's not
Yeah,
true
no.
on.
It's
We
not
could just
the
list
fucking
all the
Bill
comics.
Hicks, Carlin, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, but they're like,
No,
yeah,
I'm talking
Well, what
about
are they saying?
today.
Are they saying corpus audiences are stupid and don't
it's
get?
just no. They're
political
saying like,
jokes?
well, by like if I do anti-Trump joke, I've probably divided my audience already. I've already lost part of the crowd because
Well, that's part of finding your audience.
exactly.
That's part of
And-
finding your crowd. You
But
know?
I always think like
There's not a lot of Trump jokes in Corpus Christi.
well, but like, and again, it's because a lot of people.
There
like,
weren't a lot of Kamala or
You're
Joe
hearing
Biden
a lot
jokes.
of like you're hearing people like you'll have like Tina, Javi, Miguel, Longoria, all them who are passing on this advice of like you shouldn't do these or like not
I
shouldn't
just
but
think
like
that-
avoid these jokes like and
Well,
unless
But
you got
what's on the
unless you got a
list?
good joke. If you got a good joke, if you're just
Period.
going up there and being like, you know what, Trump's a dumb idiot, fascist.
if it's
like,
not your
that's not-
style,
But,
drop it.
but
You know, if
I
it's
will
not your
tell
style,
you
don't
this:
do it.
going to most open mics that are available to go to now, if you have a joke that isn't funny, but the words Epstein files are in it, Corpus laughs at things that don't have cleverness. Sometimes the broaching of the topic feels edgy sometimes to Corpus audiences, is what I see. But there's no big rush of clever Epstein jokes going on in Corpus Christi or any politics. We don't talk about race except for a couple
You?
of like easy ways to do it. We don't talk about religion much in Corpus, to the level that the few little tame I grew up Baptist jokes that I do. I've gotten feedback that don't talk about this kind of stuff, and
From who?
I'm not gonna say Nate.
Come
I
on.
brought my hostage tape so that when y'all start talking about things that I haven't talked about, I'm just gonna
You
put it
talked
on.
about it.
No, I don't think the names are
You brought
important.
it up.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
I think
I'm
it is
talking about
important.
what
Who's-
exists
Who's censoring you, Joe?
in. That's not what's happening. Nobody.
who-
0 people.
It sounds like you're being
You know,
censored, my man.
if your
Hold on,
style,
am I wrong?
Why
Do y'all
can't-
feel that I'm wrong? Have I looked at the scene and misjudged what it is?
I think people are talking about what they think is funny. If I can come up with something that's about Charlie Kirk or Epstein or something like that, then yeah, that's something I'd talk about, but just not something that I've thought of yet.
I personally, I give away a lot of jokes that I know I'm not going to use that don't fit my style.
Yeah.
That's like, if you, say for instance, you went to see Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, right? You went to see Fluffy, and he starts talking about Epstein. That's going to be kind of odd, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's not his thing.
He talks
so-
about family stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go to see Jon Stewart, you go to see him live, and he
Bill
starts talking
Maher.
about eating chocolate cake on a roller coaster, you're gonna be
Yeah,
like, what
like,
the fuck
fu-
is
yeah.
he talking about?
I
That's
will
weird.
often show.
So
Oh, sorry,
find your
sorry.
find your niche. Like what is it that you talk about all the time? So maybe that's why you might not hear a lot of political and religious, because there's not political religious style comics
Yeah.
here.
I can't.
There's
think
nothing
of-
wrong with that. It's just if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I don't do them
Uh,
because I don't write them very well.
Yeah, and
things like that.
the other thing I hear is they say like, well, you need to do. It needs to be funny if you're going to do this type of joke.
It needs to be
And-
clever.
yeah, but like, if you're at an open mic trying it out, of course it's not going to be clever or funny
course.
yet. So it's
Yeah.
going to bomb, and they're going to be
Oh.
like, well,
Don't
you
get
see,
me
that's why you
started.
don't do those jokes. They suck, and then people will kind of push you away from doing those jokes.
Yeah.
And they don't really let you work it out because,
They work out better once you find your as a comic. Once you find your voice,
yeah,
and you learn how to project that the right way, then almost whatever you write is going to come out pretty good.
Yeah.
You're going to know where to take it from there. You're just going to have to learn how to structure it, things like that
Yeah.
with the crowd.
There's not a lot of current event humor, I guess is maybe what I'm saying. Like I'll go to an open mic one night when there's been a big news story, and I make this assumption almost every single time that, well, there's going to be 15 people at the open mic. I'm probably going to hear 5
On that
jokes
subject.
about whatever that
Sure,
thing
yeah,
is.
yeah.
The thing that happened today. There's not a lot of current event humor I've learned. And that's not a criticism, it's an observation. You follow me?
no, but I agree 100%. No one really works it.
I'll even say, hey, anybody bring their. I'm trying to think of the most recent examples. Oh, I thought about maybe trying to write something about that, but no, I didn't.
Let's see. Corpus Christi Originals podcast. What up, y'all? Why do y'all think choosing not to talk about politics or religion is taboo amongst Corpus comedians? I think he's catching up to the chat, maybe. Do you think it's more important to find your audience than losing some audience?
Yeah.
I think you need to find your
I
audience.
think that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
You got to find your audience, you know,
Yeah.
and do you when you go up there. Don't go up there trying to do what you think is funny. Do you?
But I hear that
Yeah,
as two
you know?
different things: finding you and finding your audience. Are you saying that's the same thing? The you
Sure,
that is
yeah.
attracting to the audience.
Yeah,
the most?
because they're going to want to come back and see you again. But if they're not hearing all this political and religious humor coming out of you the first time, then when they come back and they hear it that time, they might be turned off. They're like,
Yeah.
that's not what I want to see, or
Yeah.
vice versa. If that's what they enjoyed, and then when they come back and you're talking about family and raising kids, and then you're not doing that anymore, then that's going to throw them off. So find your audience, find your voice. Really.
You know what? You guys have really convinced me, dude. I'm gonna start kneeling before I do my comedy.
You already do. In the green room.
But I've always said that, like 'cause I've always used Doug Stanhope as my go-to. As like they're like,
yeah.
well, yeah, don't do. I'm like, dude, like fucking Stanhope, and they're like, well, that's him, and I'm like, that doesn't mean that there could only be one. There could be other people who follow that type of thing. They're like, hey, like I'm just gonna do my shit, and I'm gonna develop my audience, and my people will follow me because I am true to doing just what I do, and I think it's lost on a lot of comedians out here.
Yeah, I find I just think it's strange that the percentage is so low of people being a little more risky or a little more edgy.
And I think also we're just not clever.
I don't
enough.
mean edgy
don't
or
think we're
risky
smart
for-
enough. None of us Corpus comics pay attention to the news or are very educated. Like who has degrees in other than what you, Aaron?
I don't know if you have to be a college
like it's-
graduate to.
Who has a high
read
school
the
degree?
news.
Who has a high school diploma? GED out of the comics? Not many.
Yeah, I don't know. The risk, like if you're, if you size up a crowd as being
All right,
50
Adrian.
right, if you size up any typical crowd as being 50% this, 50% that, and you don't want to lose 50% of the audience, then you are handcuffing yourself to never talking about a thing. But I'm with you, Andy. Come up with a clever, hilarious thing
Like
that
I
even the
get
people.
it if you're at open mic and you do something and it doesn't go well. You shouldn't. I don't think you should be like chastised for it or anything like that. But you know, like say you're at a paid show and then you're like, well, guess what, guys? Sleepy Joe Biden, and you don't really have a funny joke. It's like I wouldn't really bring it up.
Well, I mean,
If you don't
subjective
have
is
something that you
subjective's
don't
funny.
like-
I've heard some shit where I'm like, that joke's fucking whack as fuck, and then
Yeah.
people laugh at. I'm like, oh, guess I'm the
Yeah,
whack
yeah.
one.
I
So
hear that a lot
you know what I
too.
mean. So let's see. Would y'all say avoid picking a political side, like red or blue, or I'd say craft is craft, man. If you are on a side and you're proud of it, then fucking then
I mean,
do
look,
it.
if you got a strong enough opinion about one side or the other,
Yeah,
go for it. I think it's funnier when you attack all of it. Like,
I
to
agree.
me, it's like either you make fun of all of it or don't make fun of it at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't think anything should be
It's
off
all
limits of
stupid,
being
you
made
know what
fun
I
of.
mean?
You got to ask yourself too when you do material like that: is this the kind of comic I want to be,
Yeah.
or do I just want to get nail this joke real quick?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it should be this is the kind of comic you want to be.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't work for you, give it to someone else, or just throw it out there for an open mic one night. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
I craft all of that stuff that's ticklish a lot slower because I really, and Andy, I've talked to you about this since I learned that
When he was tickling me.
when I was tickling you. The laugh that he does on stage is the laugh when you tickle him. It's so cute. Anyway, I was raised Baptist, and I want to get into it, and I've it's the second largest religion in Corpus Christi. So if you're at an audience of people that ever went to church, you have a good probability that there's some Baptists in the room because of how many Baptists there are in Corpus.
What kind of Baptist? Like black people Baptist?
Well,
or-
Southern Baptist
Westboro
is the
Baptist?
designation.
Ooh,
Westboro.
that looks like more your speed.
Westboro?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
You're like, these
Right.
gays in the military.
But I'm mad at them because they've started using AI to make their signs.
Damn
It-
it.
you know what?
Wasting all that
better-
water.
It's better with
You heard
homegrown
that.
hate than
Yeah.
fucking
AI
computer
hate.
generated.
Um,
the CG hate.
Guys, I got about 10 minutes. I got to skid out.
Oh, okay.
Ah, if you want to
Yeah.
take it whenever.
You're
man.
gonna
yeah.
scoot?
I
Yeah.
am.
We can
Uh,
talk about the
real
rest
quick,
of this later.
Yeah.
Any other plans for bringing Pinkies back?
No, not at the moment.
What's Pinkies? Help me out.
Pinky's was a
Good strip club that
a
Johnny-
restaurant I had inside of a billiards here in town, and I started it in 2000, and the pandemic shut me down. Then I reopened it in 2024, and then just didn't work out. It just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't something I knew a lot about in the first place. But I was anxious. I wanted to. But the food was good.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah, food was good. Rent got expensive. Food costs got outrageous. So we've talked about
Tariffs.
maybe doing something small like
Sorry, talking about politics. He's bolting out the
like
door.
right, Mexican hot dogs or something.
That's
But
all.
Is Corpus Christi
Pinkies
Originals
not
mad at
really,
y'all? I'm
really.
leaving.
but
So do you
yeah,
think
nothing
that
really.
Corpus can support a full-time comedy club today? If the capital was there to make it correct, what would it look like? If
yeah,
how would you make that work?
I'm always talking with partners, potential partners, and we're always bringing that up. And we're actually taking some steps right now. We're taking a little further than we've taken it before, and it absolutely would work. It would. What we've talked about doing is bringing in the comics. Well, the best way to put this is not comics that are okay. YouTube comics, people who are funny on YouTube are usually shit when you see them live.
100%
Total
agree.
fucking trash, dude. And one thing we talked about is we would not bring comics like that. I don't care who they are.
Yeah.
But YouTube comic that doesn't translate. Maybe you're funny on YouTube. You can act. You're an actor. But you're not a comedian.
Are they successful
And-
with box office?
There's a saying with certain comics. They've done every room once.
Yeah, it's like the old Carney thing where
Yeah,
they.
man, you get on the road and you do all these great rooms, and they don't want you back.
Right.
They don't invite you back because you sucked. And you killed the crowd. Maybe you sold out, maybe you sold some drinks, but you're awful.
Bored people.
entertainer.
Yeah.
Is what I would call it. So we talked about not doing that and bringing in comics that are solid, man, solid comics, whether they're a face or not, you know. But maybe you've seen them on your reels or TikToks and things like that. But there's a lot of clubs that are out there that you don't know about. Smaller clubs that are seating like 90 people on the East Coast, and they're killing it, man. They got these great comics coming in that are just killing the room night after night. They're doing 6 shows a week, and you know, you pay a little more for these shows. You know, they're not $10 shows anymore.
Yeah.
You're paying $20, $25 a ticket. You know, so these
In
comics
order to
can,
cover the
sure.
higher artist fees.
Yeah, because it's expensive. You know, you got hotel fees, you got travel, you got
Right.
know,
If you bring in an out of towner, you're going to give them a room. and,
yeah, you have to. So we have talked about doing another comedy room, but different. We're not going to bring in. We don't want to bring in what they call draws, our bigger names. You know, in the past I've brought in Jim Brewer and Pauly Shore and Mike Epps, and I won't do that anymore. And I learned something.
Can you
from
talk
that,
about
too.
why for a minute?
Yeah,
As
it
far-
was expensive, man.
Yeah.
You know, Pauly and I'll say what Pauly Shore. But at that time, Pauly Shore was 25,000 for the weekend, and I think that was only for 4 shows.
And you have to pay them half up front?
No, we had to pay him. We had to pay him at the end of the week, but there was a deposit. I don't think it was 50% though.
Right.
But I think it's usually like 10% or something like that. You pay that up front.
So
you know.
$250 out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Say 25,000,
25 it was
2,500 out of your pocket,
Uh-huh.
and knowing that you're going to have to hand them a check at the end of the night.
Yeah, and it can't be company check. It has to be like
Cashier's
cashiers, you know, things like that. They don't, and a lot of times they don't even want cash, you know. So it gets expensive. And then for what I was doing when I was doing these rooms is I was only the booker and in charge of the comedy. I didn't own the food and the alcohol.
Right.
So really, the way you make money at these shows is with food, alcohol, and a little bit of the door. You know, that way you have some leeway that you can paper the room, which is, you know, you give away the room.
Sure.
And
But you're
there's-
making up some income on their
yeah.
drinks and
I couldn't do that, you know, because I'm making nothing off of food and alcohol.
I got you.
And I can't walk into someone's restaurant and be like, hey, look, I'll bring comedy, but I want 10%, 20% of what you're making food and alcohol. And they're like, shit, you know, that takes out what they make.
Yeah.
So why do it? There's clubs like Hyenas, like up in North Texas, Dallas, and Fort Worth, and everything. They paper the room a lot. They have people that are on the phones all day calling and saying, hey, you got some tickets coming, you know, this and that. And but he doesn't care because he's selling tons of alcohol and food,
Yeah.
man.
Who was
And
the biggest ego you dealt with?
biggest ego?
Andy
Oh,
Gomez?
Yeah, and no, God, who? Man, biggest ego. Dude, it wasn't. You know, I really didn't have
You
any.
didn't have problems with
Any
comedy.
ego problems, man. No. I know that I know some guys had some kind of, you know, certain restrictions and things they liked, you know. I know Jim Brewer was kind of he was a little standoffish. He didn't like he was very picky about who opened up for him and
He didn't bring anybody.
yeah, he did, but we had somebody who won like a little contest
Okay.
and they got to either open up for him or interview him. And but they didn't know that until Jim Brewer got here, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want, you know, they can do one or the other. I'm not doing both." And that wasn't the deal, you know. But hey, he changed it, so that's his thing, you know. But
So do you think a comedy club now, things you might even be pursuing, would require a food bar income stream as well?
oh, you have to.
You'd have to
man.
do that.
Yeah, and you know, it doesn't have to actually be a full liquor license, which will run you upwards $10,000. You know, but if it's, you have
Beer
to have
and wine.
you have to have beer, wine, and you gotta have some food there, man, for them, you know. So, but you got to now. You couldn't just walk in, pay, you know, for a ticket. You know, it just doesn't. Yeah,
Right.
not if you're trying to make money and run a business.
Sure.
You know? Yeah.
Would it be comedy 7 nights a week? Because I was thinking that if anyone
no.
did this, you could use the performance space for things that weren't
Yeah, you
comedy.
can. Yeah, you can do. You know, if you want to do a karaoke night, it's kind of cheesy and overdone. But do comedy games. You know, do comedy trivia.
Like the jackpot games and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Maybe have an improv night. You know, fill up your schedule with that. Take a Monday off. You know, do Tuesday. Do a little improv night on Tuesday. Wednesday, you know, do something special like bring in only Texas comics. We did that for a while at Chuckles. You know, Wednesday night was only local Texas guys, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday run your whole thing.
Your open mic.
Yeah. Do your headliners that you have for the week, and then Sundays, do your headliner. But on Sundays, do something special for your crowd. Give away the whole room. Make it birthday night. Anniversary night. You want to have a bachelor party? Come Sunday, your tickets are free. Because that does two things. That fills up your room on Sunday, and then that keeps these loud bitches away from your show on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So they're not just in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
And because if you've ever done comedy in front of bachelorettes or any kind of parties like that, they're probably wow. So get them on Sunday, birthday
Christmas
parties, bachelor
party,
parties,
like a whole bunch of girls
Yeah,
on the
man.
Christmas party.
do that on Sunday and keep the comic there for that day. So that's your free day. Give that away. That's just some advice, and that's a lot of comic rooms that I've seen. And things like
What
that.
would the size of the room need to be to bring in that sweet spot?
Okay, one of my partners said he would rather it be like 250, 300. I said I was comfortable 150, 125.
I would
and
think 150 to 2.
that's what I think. Yeah,
I think 150 to 2
yeah,
for
yeah.
Corpus.
Because the more intimate it is, the more fun people are going to have. Laughter's contagious.
And the more it's going to feel like a comedy club.
Sure. Yeah. Low ceilings, dark
ceiling.
room.
I was telling him
You
when
know?
I saw Stanhope at the Blind Tiger just like a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and that basement, they took out every table and all that, and it was chair to chair, you're shoulder to shoulder with that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
But
Was
like,
it hot in there? 'Cause
yeah,
it's usually
the
hot in there.
AC broke, and you have 100 people cramped in that basement, man. But fucking, it felt like a comedy thing. Like
Yeah.
it was
And
cool.
Stanhope,
That's what it
he's
is. And
fucking-
you want that. You want that sound, that perfect sound. And,
Yep.
And you want the perfect lighting. We used to have crazy times. We had those little red Pizza Hut candles. I don't know if you
Yeah.
old enough to remember those.
Yeah.
Sure.
We had those on every table, and they were it brings a lot to the atmosphere. That's important too.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
people feel like they're in a classy place too. That's what they like that.
Shit I
You know?
enjoy talking about.
Yeah. So you got to dip out, John, or
I do got to dip out, man. Yeah, I'm sorry.
that's
Oh,
cool, man. We appreciate
I'm
you
gonna
coming
be
on.
late right now, but yeah.
I was going to ask about doing a funniest in Corpus Christi now. Because I think me and Andy and Blake probably have opinions on these funniest in San Antonio
Yeah,
things that they do.
We call it, what was the FICC? That's what it was. Funniest in Corpus Christi. No one's
Could
done
that
it
happen
in
now?
years.
Could you do one of those now?
Sure.
Could someone do one of those now?
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah,
Anybody could do one.
yeah.
Well, you can do them. I'm saying it's a worthwhile thing to do.
They're fun because it's open to anybody. You get them. You do a few shows in one night or over the weekend, and get them to fill up the room and have a good time. And we had. I know we had some people that placed in the top 3 that were not funny at all, but they brought 30 people. Do you
yeah.
remember the dude? Do you remember the dude that used to have the patches like race car patches or something? And
Yeah, the old guy.
yeah, remember him? Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I remember he.
I don't know
hit me up
how
on
he
Facebook,
won.
Like, a couple. I think he might be
Like on the spectrum.
passed on.
Do you think he passed on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember. I forget. I saw him out one time, and he was like, "Hey man, remember me?" And I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then he was started telling me like, "Yeah, I've been having a bunch of health stuff."
Oh no, that's sad. Well, it's too bad.
So Mama Melon said the perfect audience would be 100 people who wanted to be there.
Well, she was referencing the Stanhope thing of like how.
How the
thing on- Yeah,
Stanhope
it was
thing.
100
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
wanted.
Mama
to be
Melons
there.
was there.
No. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
But you've
may have been.
got. So now the most you can do is 100 people times your ticket amount, $25. You said.
Yeah.
So 2,500 is the most you can make
For that one night.
for your
or
ticket
for one
income
show.
stream.
For one show,
Yeah,
you can
do
do a
two
sec-
shows in one
Do
night.
two
Yeah.
shows.
You're
So
making
the
5,
200 to 250, but you're filling it up. That's the challenge that we haven't
That's a
even
tall order.
broached.
Yeah.
Now you have the potential of making, double if it was just 100.
Yeah, but lose that intimacy though.
And if they're spending 25 on a ticket, generally they're going to spend 20, 25 on food and drinks
per person.
per person. So
Yeah.
so you're looking at for the
The full
weekend.
night.
For the weekend, you could easily bring in 50, 60 grand,
Yeah.
and the comic gets whatever they get,
Yeah.
depending on who you're bringing in. But
I appreciate you
and that
talking
just
about it.
doesn't happen every week is the problem. too.
Yeah.
So you gotta find a lot of tricks, to get them in the door, and it is difficult, to say the least, So
I think it's a performing space that you could then say, hey, jazz band, hey, other things we
Sure.
could come up
Yeah, you
with to
could.
give you the space on
You
a
could.
Tuesday or
You got you got the
Wednesday.
room, you got the lights, you got the stage.
Right,
and
it's all
sound.
set up
Yeah.
for a performance.
Sure.
So let's get other types of performances in there
Yeah,
to.
do stuff that Corpus doesn't really get, like
Yes.
do dinner theaters,
So now
do
do you
murder
believe a
mysteries,
comedy
you
club
know,
could
weird
work here?
things like
No.
that.
No, you don't.
I
Oh,
wouldn't do
shit,
it.
murder mystery.
Yeah, have you
You
ever
don't.
seen
You
that?
wouldn't do a lot of shit, Joe.
I've never seen
Say it
those.
again.
You wouldn't do a lot of shit.
I'm
You-
good.
you won't say
Guys,
who bullied
Thank you
you.
so much.
Later, Gene.
All right, I appreciate y'all having
John.
me on. Thank you, man. It was
Yep.
great talking with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Yeah.
out, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, guys. Well, y'all take care. We'll see you later.
We need a.
Round of applause.
That's right. We need a. Hey Maya, we need a, applause sound effect and some big band music for when the guests come and go.
There we go.
I think it's that way. Okay.
He's VIP, man. He could go out
Yeah.
that way.
Oh
That's
shit.
fucking John Roman, dude.
Yeah.
He gets to
Even
go
though
out
the
through the
door-
VIP door. Yeah, I just I used to go to shows just to be an audience member
We
of,
heard.
of stuff that he did.
I was there
I don't know. To me, that's just
50 minutes ago.
I don't know. A person that can.
yeah, Roman was the first guy to run. I mean, the first guy I knew to run anything around here.
It was funny when I went to.
I wanted to
Los
ask him
Angeles-
what's changed about local audiences over the years. Forgot to ask that one. Didn't get there.
When I went to Los Angeles, I did comedy at I want to say like Sacramento. I forget, somewhere around there. I forget what it is. And one of the comics there, he was from Texas and moved out there, and he knew John Roman. He's like, "You're from Texas?" I'm like, "Yeah." "You know John Roman?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I fucking did." Damn.
Dude, I remember like when Roman was running things. Anytime anyone would come in, they'd be like, "Can we get Roman on the stage?" Like, everybody loved Roman.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. So, Joe,
What's up?
we've been gone a while, right?
Yes.
Three
No,
weeks?
2 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Dang. Got some news, though, right?
What's the news?
Oh,
We
yeah,
have some news.
I thought so. We have a flyer.
Yeah, we've got only 8 episodes left of Beer and the Movie, the other podcast that I do
Oh
weekly.
man,
You can
that's
find it
sad news.
everywhere.
I don't want to hear that.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, we were winding that down. Anyway, the other news. Well, fuck
Wait,
it. This is your show, Blake. I mean, you're the one
Wait,
that
wait,
put
wait.
this whole shit together.
About beer in a movie.
Tell
Am
me.
I on one of those episodes?
Let me try to work on that.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
It's in the. Would you want to know the long answer?
Yes.
In the 8 episodes, every 50 episodes on the round numbers, we we change the whole format of the podcast, and it's called In the Cage,
Okay.
and that's the second to last episode. When we
Okay.
decided to wrap it up, we said we're going to 400, but we're going to do one more after that. So that's In the Cage. That's booked. Another thing that happens this time of year is the Bammies, and this is when David and I will talk about our Oscars for last year's movies.
Okay.
So that's taken
Those
out.
twos are taken.
those
so
are
that-
gone.
So now,
So you're
now
down
we're
to
down to
6.
6.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Am I in one of those?
So if I
six?
can get you
did I
into
already
one-
film it?
You have
If I
like
can
a
do
Kill
what?
Tony bucket pull.
Did I
chance
already
right
record
now.
one?
Yeah, we're doing a Kill Tony bucket pull,
What is my name in the bucket?
and you'll have to either go home or come in immediately and begin recording. You'll have to have prepped the movies.
Dang.
If you could program a beer and a movie, I'll do the beer part. But what 2 movies? So they have to kind of match.
They have to match.
Yeah, I mean not match, but be connected in some way.
And it has to be a new movie and an old movie.
No, this is the Andy Gomez episode. The Andy Gomez created episode.
What movies would
What 2 movies would you
like-
bring?
like if the 2 movies that most like
Whatever you want.
Me.
It's the Andy Gomez episode.
number one, Lebowski.
Great
Okay,
movie.
we've done that before. We cannot do that.
You've done all the movies before.
Uh-huh. He had done a lot of movies. He hasn't done the good movies.
We've only done
Lebowski.
900 movies.
Oh well, shit. Well, I don't know. What movies can I choose from then?
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
Oh, don't waste our time.
Oh, see, now you're
See,
being
fucking
hoity
snob.
toity, dude.
No, I
know.
figured.
I'm
that
fucking
okay, so
stuck up.
Lebowski would be one. What's another one?
Let's see.
I
You
like
know-
Lebowski. That's great.
You know what movie that I do want to watch that I haven't seen?
Bet your Mama Melons would watch Velocipaster.
I want to see that cartoon Goat.
Is that a new thing?
Yeah, it's a new one. It's out in the theaters right now.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's by the same Sony animation that made the Spider-Man movie,
okay, right.
the K-pop Demon
Yes, I
Hunter.
know what you're talking about.
So now
It's basketball.
It's a basketball movie.
Right.
I want to see that one.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the Steph Curry thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And if that's our main movie because it's a new release,
So then you would have
what
to
would
do
be
another.
the GOAT related?
Space Jam.
Ooh.
Done it.
Ah.
Space Jam 2.
No,
Oh,
not
no,
Space
don't
Jam
waste
2.
my
I'm not
time.
watching that one. I've already seen it. Well, then it would have to be another animated movie. What's an animated movie that you haven't done?
Well, okay, like we would keep it within that Sony warehouse.
Okay.
Okay, we've done the Spider-Mans.
Spider-Man.
Shrek 5.
That's DreamWorks. That's
Oh.
not Sony.
Uh,
We'll have to do some research.
all right.
But that's not even the news we were talking about. That you brought. Oh shit! There it is.
There it is.
Oh, dude, the fucking tour.
Yeah,
We have a
yeah.
tour going. Look
All right.
at that.
So we are here to answer your questions about the tour. You could be at our YouTube or our Facebook page.
Who's listening to this question?
And well, they listen.
Well, I mean,
they
come on, type in
listen.
your questions. We got the type in here.
They listen, but they don't type. Except
Mama
for Jay.
Melons and Adrian and
Well,
Bobby.
yeah, there's others, but
And Adrian, so he can say things are gay.
Yeah, I like Adrian.
if you go to if you watch Corpus Christi Originals and they bring on some of the all-star team of local comedy, there's every local comedian's asking questions. Ours, not so much. That's okay.
I don't know. I saw the last original one with Longoria and Ronnie.
Well, I think the most recent was Lito,
I tried,
Tina, and Javi, and they were promoting the show
Oh, the
that they
show.
did just a
I
week
tried
or
to get
two
booked.
ago.
I tried to represent for us. Such a long queue. Such a long-
What?
yeah. They said since
I'll tell you what. On sports, we just had Jesse on. So if you wanna hear Jesus from original,
He's on.
he was on sports last week. So
Right.
listen to that one. It's pretty funny. We had fun. It was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's not what I heard.
Listen to it. I fucking dare you not to laugh at that one.
How long have you been doing sports? That's a
Sports
podcast you can find on Spotify and other places, I think.
yeah. Sports. I've been doing that one for a little over a year now.
You like it?
I do. I mean, it's we meet pretty much every Sunday, pretty much. Like every now and then we got to move around, especially because I have scheduling things with football on Sunday when football season, but football season's over, so it's smooth sailing until September.
We can't even talk about tour. We talk about sports instead.
Hey,
What the shit
Maya,
is it?
bring that flyer up again if you don't mind, because we have our first question. It's more of a comment. It's more of an accurate observation.
I like that picture.
Can
think
you
we all
scoot it
look
over
cool
to
in
the
that
right
picture.
a little bit? Maya, I can't read the screen any longer.
Yep.
It's all right. This is cool. On our screen, I can't read what Bobby Pena said.
He said, seriously, guys, cool.
Seriously, guys, I think the tour is effing cool as hell.
Mhm.
Accurate. That's a very good call,
Yeah.
Bobby Pena the third. But if we can show the flyer, you were saying you like the picture, Andy?
I do like this picture. I think we all look cool in that picture.
Now we shot that picture
At
on
the first show.
the first show, the first inaugural Laugh Pack show, which was at the Shine Box.
Yep.
If you look at the South Texas tour, we have 2 shows at the Shine
Wearing the
Box.
same shirt.
I'm wearing the same shirt and jacket.
I had a joint earlier, so that kind of counts.
We didn't want Sweet Tea to be here today because he's causing some issues behind the scenes.
Oh,
but
dude.
we'll get it figured out before the Fremont show. Look at that.
Fremont at Burnins Cafe.
This is not an AI made flyer, by the way. This is a handcrafted old silk screen that we had silk screened by a local artisan, and then we digitally captured it to put in the on the screen. That's why the photos are all black and white. It's much more.
How are we
it's
going to do
less
the
expensive.
podcast?
What?
How are we going to do the podcast? All those shows are on Saturdays.
I don't know. Okay, so
Sunday
look at this.
podcast.
Fremont, Texas, a doorman.
Well, maybe those are on the weeks that we don't do podcasts.
It's every week.
Every other week. And
Yeah,
then
but
it's
the
every
so
week. And
the
it's
tour's
other
every week, so it's going to hit.
All
on
right,
the
I don't want to
podcast.
be the salesman. What are we doing in Fremont? This is our Dexter as the doorman. Dexter Price as the doorman.
Do people know who Dexter is?
I don't know.
Have we had a black person on the show yet?
I don't keep count.
I don't know.
I don't
about
think so.
that.
Maya, have we had a black person in here? No, about time. We need to
Doesn't know
change
what
that,
those look
man.
like.
We need to
It's
change that.
Fremont, Texas.
Dexter can drive down from where is he? Orange Grove, right?
No, he lives in Fremont now.
Oh shit! Last I saw him, he was in Orange Grove. I was up there in Orange
So-
Grove to go hang out with some friends, and I saw him at the gas station. I was like, "Yo!"
All right. Bobby Pena asks, so is this a duplication of the first show?
I'm gonna do different material.
Like, what do you think?
I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Okay.
I got different stuff. I'm good.
Do I ever do different
Bobby.
stuff?
I don't even know what
Probably
you
not.
did.
Always looking for credit, Bobby. The photographer of that picture is pretty cool too. He's a cool dude. I can
Is-
always count on a picture of anything that I don't go to in comedy by going to Bobby Pena's social media. It's always there.
Damn, perfect, dude. You made it perfect.
If it wasn't for Bobby Pena, no one would like any or share anything that I do. Okay, so
I feel offended
Fremont,
by that
Texas.
because I share your shit.
What's that about? Fremont. I used to play them. We used to play them in football when I lived in a 1A town.
All
What
I know
position did you
is
play?
Middle school, right? I
You
played.
played middle school.
I played.
that was your
I played
position.
football
Yeah.
in middle
You're
school.
like, I took all the middle schoolers.
Before middle school, I did Corpus Christi youth football for 2 or 3 years.
What position did you play?
I'm trying to answer.
He was athlete.
Water boy.
Okay.
Right guard, offensive.
Okay.
And defensive. We did both.
Oh, you played both sides.
I always did. Always have.
Dang.
So what do we know about Vernon's Cafe? This is the,
I have no clue.
Are we
I just
duplicating what we did the first time. What's going on?
I have no clue what's going on with Fremont. I just know that town is dying. So they're looking to get any business they can.
Is it dying? Why is it dying?
The new highway that they made out there, I forget the highway number. It bypasses Fremont now and it goes straight to Valfurious.
It's like the movie
dang.
Cars.
Yeah,
Cars,
so,
dude.
So yeah, they're trying to get any business out
Come
there. I
on,
can
come
imagine.
out and save
And,
Fremont. Ka-chow.
Okay,
Yep.
so Fremont is about how many miles north of Falfurrious, Texas?
It's 10 miles, like 7 to 10 miles.
Right. Okay. So two small towns that are real close to one another, smaller than Corpus.
Yeah.
That's all I should say.
Yeah.
And Falfurrious was where my father got his first job out of college.
I've
I-
told you my Falfurious joke.
I have heard about Falfurrious my entire life. I've been to Falfurrious many times. The notion that we can market to Falfurrious to say, "Come on, man, we're filling this room. We're not filling. We're not just picking small towns in the middle of nowhere." Dexter. This is Dexter's
Dexter
room.
owned Fremont.
Yep.
This is Dexter's room, and I've heard that the shows have been pretty great.
Okay.
I haven't been to one.
Oh, this is in Fremont.
It's in Fremont.
I think that out of all these, the show I'm most nervous about is the Corpus one, man.
The Shinebox one?
Yeah.
You're nervous about it?
Yeah, 2 shows.
2 shows. It's,
Fucking A.
I don't know, man. 2 shows. We
This
we were just there in
Y'all
December.
are horrible salespeople.
Well, here's the thing.
You got a new set that you're doing?
Of course.
Do you really?
Am
What
I
I'm
big
doing
enough-
at this is not what I did at the first show, and it is a piece of material that I have done very well with 2 or 3 times in the recent past, and I'm very
Ooh.
excited to do it at the Laugh Pack, and it's perfect for the Laugh Pack.
How so?
You have to go
It-
buy a ticket and find out. Don't say no
A,
more.
you have to buy a ticket and find out. B, because if there is repeat customers from the first time, they'll be pleasantly surprised, and we will set a precedent for ourselves that every time we come
They'll
to
go
Corpus
like, "Oh,
Christi,
Joe
it's
did good
always
this
new."
time."
Yeah.
They will say Joe did good this time. Will they
Yeah.
say, did Andy do good this time?
They'll say, "Oh man,
Then
who
we can
was it?
get-
Who was that fat guy again?"
And then we can get into your pre-show ritual,
What's my pre-show ritual?
walking up to people and saying, "I'm going to suck tonight."
You do that.
I don't do that.
You
Yeah,
do
you
it
do.
all the time.
Because people come up to me and like, "Hey, come on, man, you ready to do it?" I'm like, "Get out of my face, dude." I'm trying. I kind of want to be left alone before, so I can like freak out on my own.
And then you're otherwise a very social person.
Yeah,
So people see Andy and they crowd you when you're trying to be alone, get in your head.
yeah, and I don't want to be like, "Leave me alone." So I don't know.
That's why you need a bouncer.
I need a bouncer.
Yeah. You need to like call one of your friends your bouncer that night and then let your bouncer know that you need how much time before you go on stage?
Get rolling.
30 minutes?
As soon as the show starts, like as soon as the show starts,
Okay.
I
When the
don't really
show
wanna
starts,
talk
a
to
buddy of
someone.
yours hangs out with you, but they're there to go, Hey, Andy's in his.
See, and then I feel like a giant douche.
What if we toss? What if we start talking about our comedic processes and requirements amongst community?
Then I feel like a douche.
What's your process?
I will. Oh, before I go, well, I was going to ask Andy what he's doing for that 30 for the time. What are you actually doing in your head? What's the conversation?
I'm looking at the crowd, seeing if there's somebody that I want to like say something about, that I think that this will be funny, because yeah, a lot of times like the way that I stretch out my shit is I start doing like crowd stuff. Uh, if there's nobody in the crowd that I want to like, I'm listening to other people said that I can maybe
Mama Melon's got you.
blah 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 on.
Got a bouncer.
She'll be my bouncer.
Yeah.
All right.
Mama Melons.
She was at the show.
She was at the show.
Yeah.
Who is Mama Melon?
Yeah. Why am I? How are you aware who Mama Melons is and Andy and I are not?
I got a guy. Just know that. I got a guy.
He does this stupid shit. Do
Is
you
it?
know Mama Melons? It's a question.
I have a good idea of who, but I don't know.
You think Mama Melons is someone that we should all realize already who Mama Melons is?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I figured it out.
Mama
And I
is
got,
a woman. I
got,
didn't write that.
like I said, I got inside guy.
It's Mama Melons. And Melons, if you're a woman making a screen name, you know that there's not one person that isn't going to think that Melons is your breasts.
Bobby Pena says, "Do you watch tapes of yourselves?" Mm,
Andy is
I
like
listen. I
Dewey
don't really
Cox.
watch.
He has to think about his
I'll listen
whole
to my
life
stuff.
before he goes on stage.
That's right.
But every time I hear myself, like I hate the joke. Like I hate. I'm like, cause like I'll
I
go
just hate
back
the sound of my
or
voice.
that, but like I'll go back and hear the joke, like say like from like 3 or 4 months ago, and I've tweaked it a little bit since then. And I'm like, at the time I thought this joke was gold, and I'm like, I've tweaked it now, so I'm like, this joke is garbage. I don't want to put it out online because I've already changed it now. And I'm like, oh, or like there was one time where like I played it for people and they didn't notice it, but I did. Where I was talking, where I was kind of freestyle talking, and from there I went into my bit, and I heard this like the subtle tonation change, that where I'm like, oh, I could hear where it's scripted versus not scripted, and it bugged the fuck out of me. And I'm like, I don't want to send this clip out. It just sounded too fake. But everyone I played it for, they're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. But yeah, so I overanalyze it when I listen to it. Drives me nuts.
Latino buttquake.
That
Bettina Buttquake and Mama Melons, this is just a theory I'm throwing out there, are
Are
the
the
same
same
person
person.
that are going back and forth.
nah,
Uh,
I don't think so. I
Is
don't
this your
think so.
family?
Fuck,
Okay.
dude, my family don't even show up to my shows. Why they gonna fucking tune in?
Does
My
your
family
family
doesn't
show
even
up
know
to
who
your
I am,
shows
dude.
when you press them and let them know that this one is really important?
My mom will or my dad will. Maybe, but like aunts, uncles, cousins, and all that. Nah.
They just don't like your shit.
It's not even that. Like I think it's just karma. Like I didn't fucking go to their kids' fucking school shit or
You're not asking them to
or-
go to your kids'
or
things. you're
like
asking them
I
to go to
know,
your
but like
things.
I didn't go like supporting any of their like stuff. So like I don't expect them to come to mine.
I have to decide whether or not I'm going to begin videotaping myself. I just don't do it. I do audio every night.
Every night.
Every time I go on stage for an open mic or a show.
And do you listen back?
No,
to
not
it?
shows, because usually someone's using my phone to take
And
pictures.
do you listen back to it?
Sometimes.
I do.
But it's so well indexed that if I pick up a bit that I haven't done in 6 months, I can find that bit and listen to those old ones to remind myself where I was.
Do you remember? And this had to be sometime mid last year when you did Lazy Beach. And there was that older lady up in the front crowd, and you started doing your squirt blanket thing.
Uh-huh.
And then I went out as she was leaving.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have that recorded. Like I could probably clip that out for you.
The more
When are
I
you gonna clip the podcast?
I've been slowly dying for the past 2 weeks.
No,
so
I
I'm
understand.
barely
I have a cough right
barely
now.
been alive for like maybe a few hours.
Latina
today.
Buttquick says she just got off work not that long ago. She's been here. They're not the same.
Okay. I need to start
It's exactly what the same
videotaping
person would
myself
say.
at sets so that I can get in on the game of putting clips of me that are captioned on a reel and shit like that. I'm not doing any of that.
So you
And
down
I
to
have to either decide
stream
that
with
I'm
me?
going to or I'm not
Yeah,
going
dude.
I think that's how we're gonna get audience is kick streaming. Be honest with you.
Shit.
I've seen some fucking people who are just like they have a chat.
But I'm not good at pinball though. Like
Who gives a
I'll
fuck?
play
Who
it.
gives a fuck? Doesn't
you know,
matter. We can play whatever fucking game.
it's not like they're gonna be like, oh man, tips and trips of
Yeah,
pinball
like, no,
from
no, it's-
Andy.
Like, I think it'd be fun to fuck with people while they're playing. Like, ask some fucked up questions, make them think and all that shit.
Hey, Bobby Pena's asking, how did this tour come together?
Where did you say that?
Just go with me.
Y'all put it together, right? You and T.
Yeah, like it's my. I said that we should do this. Something to mark it out. T reached out, or T worked with. Or, I don't know.
You worked with Dexter.
Yeah, well, like I worked with me and T both hit Dexter, but when T was doing it, he didn't know. Dexter didn't know that T was talking about us.
Okay.
Dexter thought T was booking his own show, and I had told Dexter, "Hey, I want to do the Laugh Pack." So we were both working the same angle. Just and then once we got all that straightened out, I reached out to Albert Skip, who was on the podcast.
Oh, who's Albert? What are you talking about?
Albert
Beeville.
Beeville, Texas on the 21st.
Yeah,
I have not played La Linea. Wine
I
Bar.
haven't either.
I have not been on an Albert show.
Dude,
since
I've been to that
Scoring.
wine bar. It's fucking good.
I
It's-
honestly thought Albert hated me, man.
What?
Every time I see him, we're all real cool. We'll work, and then fucking tons and tons of show come and go. Never get the fucking call.
What?
Finally got the.
I barely get calls from Albert either, but I mean, like, me and Albert are cool.
I mean-
Albert's the coolest.
Uh,
For that, I have to tell y'all now, for that wine bar for Beeville, I'm gonna have to get a ride for that one, dude. I can't drive out
Oh,
there.
don't
'cause
worry.
I got a warrant out for my arrest.
We got-
Okay.
we
we're
got
all
Curly
going.
J
You better be
Comedy
doing
will get you.
material about a warrant out for your arrest, by the way. Beeville, that's the 21st. 2 shows at the Shine Box. Now, you guys earlier were like, oh, I don't know.
it's a lot
I
of
don't
work.
know."
Am I getting paid double?
How are we getting paid? Is there money?
Yeah.
And then Tanks Pizza. This
Yeah,
is the exciting. They're all exciting, but this is the let's take the show to the big city.
See how we could do in San Antonio.
Now, I have not been on these
And
Tanks Pizza shows.
Tanks is Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Herrera.
Yeah. Skip.
Yeah.
I
Skip
know
helped
that
us with that.
Skip and Candy have been on a few shows.
Well, for a
and
while-
other people.
Yeah, for
but I
a
have not been
while
asked
it
to
was
be on
open
those.
mic, and then it's like it was a big showcase, and then I think now he's kind of honing it down to like, hey, we're kind of polishing up the shows and all that. So it's gonna be
Oh shit!
it's gonna be fun, man.
In
Like
Jay's new car, I can ride in
I want to
Jay's new
try. I
car.
still kind of want to try to get Alice on there somehow,
I'd
or
like to
even
see Kingsville
Rockport.
on that list.
Alice, Kingsville, Rockport.
This is an interesting conversation, perhaps, but you know, when you first start doing comedy, all of the older comedians say, you know, when you go out of town, it's a great place to do networking, da 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 da, right? And that's really how this all comes together. It's friends
Yeah.
that have spaces in other cities,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a very important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't have those kinds of friends in Alice. I did that Alice show
there's
at
not a
the
room in
bar
Alice.
with when Albert, who runs Beeville, was putting those together at the very beginning. I was there the night that the wheelchair lady with Roland happened.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there. I
That
heard
was a
about
good-
that.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, man, I'm excited for
Alice,
this. I
we
think
could do that maybe.
we definitely need to record some of this stuff so we can send it out to like
Dude,
other
if we
cities.
record at least one of the shows at the Shine Box, and then all the rest of the out of town ones,
Yeah,
and then we
Teos.
can make it like a. So make the miracle that's in place in your mind.
Right.
Just make one of those montages,
Right.
with Green Day.
And then we'll fucking kill ourselves.
If this new material that I want to start doing at these Shine Box shows, and I'm nervous to do it in Fremont.
Why?
I am having a feeling. First of all,
You think there's a lot of black people?
I have
in
not
Fremont
done the
'cause of-
Fremont. That's Vernon's Cafe. I have not done those Dexter shows, but I hear they're very fun.
Okay.
I think he had asked me to be on one, and I just couldn't make that date. But I expect it to be a more conservative crowd. And this new bit,
Nah, not Fremont. Man.
the new bit would be a through line between the three of y'all, right? I'm the host. I'll introduce this notion, and we're going to be doing something all night long together. And it's me trying to get a audience member, female, to
Pregnant.
to let me make her squirt.
Ooh. On stage?
And on Fremont, I feel like that.
Like Howard Stern, like when he made that lady write
with the
the
speaker.
speaker.
yeah. Well, it works into my squirt blanket merchandise because those are
You have merch?
expensive.
You have merch now?
I'm about to introduce the new squirt blanket merchandise, and the problem is that there is no set unit to buy in small quantity online, right? You're either buying a squirt blanket because you want to buy one for your home. Have y'all done that yet? They're $35. I'm gonna send you the link again.
Okay. Well, why don't you just
But
buy
in order-
one squirt blanket and then cut it into little pieces and be like a piece of Joe's squirt blanket?
Because Andy, you haven't listened to a word that I've said. A squirt blanket is the size of your mattress. It's not a little piece.
But you're not,
I'm
buying
not-
a whole
this is
squirt
not a
blanket
it's
for
not
your
a
home.
squirt chamois cloth.
This is a memory of when Joe talked
No,
about squirt blanket.
I want to sell squirt blankets to help people in their lives at home. But at
Okay,
my
then you don't want to be a comedian. You want to be a squirt blanket salesman.
I agree.
duh, and every t-shirt salesman is a t-shirt salesman, and every koozie salesman is a koozie salesman. My merchandise is so tailor specific to everything that I talk about on stage that it is
I
a
tell you
item that
It
will
doesn't
get-
work. I've done that. It doesn't work.
What did you do?
I put little faces on blue cheese bottles, and I couldn't even give the blue cheese away. Nobody wanted it.
Can we do that again, please? Can we try again for the laugh pack?
I'll try it again.
Okay,
So
hold
you
on.
just bought random blue cheese?
I bought like about 20 bottles of little blue cheese, like about
Okay.
this big.
How much did that cost you?
It cost me about $50.
$50 to buy 20 blue cheeses.
And I was planning on just giving them away, just because the thing, this was my idea. I put my face on them. I put my
Instagram, whatever.
Instagram,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
How many bottles of like condiment, ranch, fucking ketchup do you have in your fridge that just kind of just stays there?
Yeah, you gotta-
for
if I
over
got a-
past the expired
If
time.
I got a free unopened condiment
and
that I
you
would
just have
normally
it there
yeah,
in your fridge
For the
and
next time.
constantly you see my face. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's another place that you're just gonna be right. I remember that guy. Next
Yeah.
time he comes into town, I'm gonna go see that show.
Okay, so this Wednesday at Rock Hard, I'm gonna give Corinne her trophy with the faceplate.
Jesus, gross. Fuck you, Bobby. You're
With
gross.
the faceplate on it, it'll say Corinne winner, blah blah blah.
Blue
so-
cheese is. I think blue cheese is superior to ranch.
I agree.
Fucking fight me on it, dude.
No, I would prefer blue cheese to ranch.
Okay, deal with it, Bobby. Blue cheese is better than ranch.
I still
Huh?
think both are
What are you gonna
gross,
do?
but I don't
Maybe
fuck
he
with
means
either.
your bit is gross.
Nah.
I'm not putting my actual dick inside of these bottles. Joe
Oh,
can sell squirt blankets.
Yeah, I I would have an iron-on adhesive so that you could just put the squirt blanket inside your favorite pair of shorts.
could
The little tiny scrap that
Imagine-
you want me to sell.
Joe's squirt blankets with your idea where he puts his face on it. It'd be like, you can squirt on my face anytime.
Here is the best thing about the at Joe Hilliard squirt blanket. At Joe
I
Hilliard.
thought it was
squirt
hashtag I'm
blanket.
Joe Hilliard.
Hashtag Hilliard Arena
With
squirt
his mouth
blanket.
wide open like that.
That's. Can I get to that? Why are you spoiling it? I'm going to embroider my at Joe Hilliard
Okay.
and maybe a face with me with my mouth open. That'd be funny. And if you
Your little girl's
if you
freezing
had your
outside.
squirt blanket down and brought the blue cheese to bed, it's a blue cheese blanket too.
We'd have to combine our jokes.
Okay.
You shit.
And we'll split the profits of the Joe Hilliard at Andy Gomez squirt blanket right down the middle.
Blue squirt blanket cheese.
But wait, there's
But
more.
yeah, that's it. But wait, there's more. It's a squirt blanket, the size of your mattress, and then but there's more. And then you come out, you'll be getting the blue cheese for the old lady that likes blue cheese.
You act now.
Yeah, I did that blue cheese thing, and I was like,
It
I
all
don't know,
comes in a crock pot.
donation, whatever you wanted to give, and then people just look at it and go like, no, I don't want that. And I was like, well
You tell them it's a
just take it, man.
$2.50 value.
Free, you can have it. No. So then I had like 20 bottles of fucking blue cheese in my house
Right.
with my face on it. And
But the squirt blanket is the one that I use over and over and wash that I take on tour with me is the one I use to demonstrate at the end of my bit where a woman in the audience is allowing this to occur.
you're gonna throw it on her and just start squirting her.
No. Our doorman would like help me lay it out like a bridal veil. It'll be beautiful.
Okay.
Just trust me.
Okay.
I trust you.
What about the late night show in Corpus? I do this for the first time.
Mouth open, tongue out.
And I think that we record the late night show in Corpus, and I think that we say live. This will be
Live from Shine Box. It's
Live from
40
the
bucks.
Shine Box.
I
40
think
blanket live.
We record both, and with the combination of both crowds, we might get one whole crowd in our edited video for future
okay.
use.
Well, we'll have to be creative.
We should have them all sit on one side and then the second show they're on the other
Yep.
side.
So
it looks
people-
full.
Oh, we'll do like how AEW wrestling does it, like the hard camera where like no one, like they never show.
They don't show the back.
Yeah, we're
And
only
we'll
gonna,
stop and ask them to. Can y'all just laugh again, but just punch it up a little bit, right?
All right, I'm going to tell that joke again, and you're all going to laugh.
I need you
okay?
to really howl.
yeah, we
You
block
know
off.
what? You don't
like-
even have to do that. We could do the Michael White version.
Okay, tell me.
Because I remember Michael White would record his.
Why'd you look over your shoulder?
What? I saw somebody walking. in.
Is that Michael White?
Get slapped.
He would tell me that he would record his sets like when he would do open mic, and he goes, "Well, that doesn't matter if they laugh. I'll just put the
Yeah, he puts the
laughs
laughter in.
And I'm like, that's not how
Mm.
it's done.
That's how he did it. Yeah,
Michael White, for years, asked Corpus Christi, his public, to follow him and his exploits.
Yeah.
For all the fun shit he does. He did rap. He went to Kill Tony.
He made spaghetti.
He made spaghetti. But have you seen his recent stuff?
No.
I'm not famous anymore. Like by choice, I choose.
I
To
like that's
not
how it's his
be-
stuff. He's just being Michael White. Like he's just being him.
Dude, Michael White is an interesting dude.
Yeah.
Altogether.
But in posting that I'm not pursuing fame anymore on all of your social media,
Isn't that pursuing
you are
fame?
pursuing the fame for saying you're not pursuing the fame. Now, I'm not trying to start a beef with Michael White. But it is a mixed message
I
in
disagree.
your current social. You disagree?
I disagree.
Because
I
you
just-
I
you don't
think-
want to get hit.
I think me and Michael White, we cool, man. I talked to him. I think a lot of people just come up to him, hey, where you been? What are you up to? And all that. So I think he's just getting it out the fucking way because he's tired of hearing the same.
As a Michael White
question.
follower, I disagree with that.
I think
I think
was
Michael
always
White's
down
trying
with
to have a
Michael White's rap career, man. Like, dude, that guy was good. Didn't he like go to London and beat people in fucking
I don't know.
London
I don't know. man.
fucking
I don't know.
freestyle battles?
What I remember is that the song "I'm from Corpus,
Corpus Christi.
came out, and when I say came out, I mean
What was the other one? Some other.
I'm
some
gonna tell you.
Okay.
It was on YouTube, and it spread in Corpus like wildfire because the video. If you haven't seen it, Maya, could you please find "I'm from Corpus" the video? It's on YouTube. Fatty P Productions.
But that one,
People hate
that
it,
one's
like-
as good as like. Have you heard the San Antonio one now? From the girl
Yeah.
from San Antonio? That shit gets stuck in my head, dude. I'll be driving to work. San Antonio, where we roll, where
Yes,
we roll.
please. Can we hear it? Is it playing? Okay. It's at
The-
Landmarks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in a
The
little
Port of
while they're
Corpus? I know where that's at.
Stripes Cup.
The
There it is.
Lexington?
Look. That is that's accurate. I carry one of those once or twice a
There's
day.
a fucking Omni building.
No, that's the one Shoreline Plaza.
Where
Anyway,
Omni Hotel is.
This song came out and it spread like wildfire because, and as you can imagine, the people that hate the notion that this represents Corpus Christi in any way. We don't dress like that. We don't believe these things. There's references to women in Corpus Christi smoking marijuana. There's
What?
references to single parentdom, and there was such a backlash to the song. This is real.
Okay.
That someone had an answer song.
Okay. What was the answer?
The
song?
name of that song is "That's Not How You Represent Da 361,"
Oh, that was Michael
and that's
White.
Michael White.
I remember that one.
Now you can try to find that one, Maya. It's more difficult to find. That's not how you represent the 361. And the controversy here was that he went to City Hall and got into the
Oh,
mayor's
yeah.
office, and he said, "Mr. Mayor, I'm writing a song about how that song is not how you represent the 361." And Mayor Joe Adami, a very nice
He
man,
threw a verse on there.
he
comes
was
out in it.
videotaped saying, That's not how you represent the 361. You know, the way a non-rapping white man would. I mean, I could have
See,
spit.
don't-
I
is
could have
he
spit.
white?
If Michael White needed a white man to do that, I would have spit.
I just want to hear a verse right now. Just freestyle a verse.
No, you got to pay me for that. I'll do that
Ooh.
at
the Shine Box.
That's happening at the Shine Box on March 14th.
Right before he squirts you with his blanket.
And then there's a hidden, you remember like a flower you'd wear on your vest, but it squirts water?
The
There's a
Joker would
hit-
shoot acid
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be good. The squirt blanket. Thank you for that idea. Can I have that idea?
Sure.
Okay. I'll
I
cut you off.
I didn't come up with squirty
I'm a-
flowers.
I'm gonna cut you in for 5%
Hell yeah.
at the Shine Box
Hey,
only.
you know what? Cut me in for 10 and squirt some blue cheese out of there.
Fucking nasty.
$5 a squirt?
Hell yeah.
That's all you're asking for.
That's all I'm asking for.
Okay.
So yeah, 4
We're,
shows.
we're
man.
figuring the tour out right now, like as we go along, how all
Right.
this merchandise is going to
You guys, that's how much planning this has got into. That we're just planning it right now in front of you.
I think that the crock pot idea, no, that's not it. I don't know what that is, but that's not the video. Oh, damn it. Next time on
the slow roast.
the slow
Next
roast,
time
we
on
will
Slow
be
Roast.
a guest, Michael White.
So then that means that the next time we
I
podcast,
would love that. By
we
the
have to
way.
go previously on Slow Roast.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all coming together.
I wanted to do it. Did you ever see the Clerks animated cartoon?
Of course I did.
I did.
So you know how they started off on TV. They start episode 2 was really their episode 1.
Right.
Kind of like how our podcast started off. We couldn't get the first episode off, so episode 2 was our first YouTube episode.
100%.
I kind of wanted to put out the second episode and do previously on the slow roast, and it would just be the fucking-
first one that-
The missing one?
the you know, like how they show the cable out with the yellow, white, red, green stripes with the noise, like the
Right.
channels out. Yeah. So previously on the slow roast, and it's just that fucking thing. I think that shit, and then because we couldn't fucking get on that,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, Clerks fucking good stuff. We would love to have.
Had Joe, yeah, that will be my outfit at all of our shows. I'm wearing most of it tonight, right now. This is
He's the only
What
one.
about
Who
Black
this hat?
Packard
Have you
Joe
seen this
Hilliard.
hat?
He's the only one
That
who looked
really
happy
goes
on
well
that
with the
thing.
white in your tuxedo. The
And the
acrobat.
white in my beard too.
Me and Jay Everett. I don't. Okay. Cool.
Jesse gave me this hat.
So catch us in one of 5 shows, 4 locations, and we intend on.
Yeah, if you listen to this podcast or have heard any of our jokes at all, and you think and you want to support us as people
Yeah.
in life,
Right.
come to the show.
Right.
If you gotta drive all the way to Fremont, do it. If you gotta sit through 2 shows at Corpus, do it.
This
That
is-
shows that you truly love us.
This is John Roman coming in here and talking about how he remembers Steve Trevino back in the day. He remembers Javi Luna back in the day.
Javi Luna.
What were the other ones that he mentioned had come through Corpus
Alex
and went on to do
Raimundo,
amazing
Felipe
things?
Esparza.
This first South Texas tour
Jesus Trejo.
is seeing the Laugh Pack back in the day.
Ooh.
I'm talking about after we get our Sphere residence in Las Vegas.
They're gonna be like, man.
This is a 10-year plan.
Remember when Andy was still alive?
Yep.
Well, now we have you in a hologram. Is that going to be okay with you?
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
man.
dude!
Okay,
All
we
fucking
probably got to
Tupac
get some.
style.
We got to probably get some
Get the
paperwork
clone.
done.
We'll clone you, man. I've seen it. It's on the Epstein files too. They were cloning people.
I figured. Like, have you ever seen that movie Mickey 17? or
Yeah.
I
whatever?
haven't seen it yet. I need to.
Each clone comes out different, so like the next clone of me might be too aggressive.
Mm.
I couldn't be more aggressive than you are now, though.
I'm not that aggressive. Shut the fuck up, Joe.
I think you'd be fine.
No, I'd rather have a hologram, and then you can just AI my personality in
Aw,
there.
man, you gotta be cloned like Gucci Man.
Nah, I don't want to be cloned.
Look at
I don't want
Gucci.
to be cloned.
I want to be AI.
Maybe you're already cloned. You don't know it.
Well, we're all living in a simulation anyway.
Are we though?
Probably.
Mm.
Probably.
You don't believe in simulation?
I don't know. Maybe. We're gonna find out March 2nd.
He believes in simulation. after
March
he
2nd. We're
does-
gonna find out some crazy shit.
By
Why?
March 2nd, this will be a oiled machine.
I got some people. My guy. Same person who told me Mama Melons and Latino Buttquake aren't the same person.
They're gonna be here.
Nah, they could be here. But word is they're gonna big alien announcement March 2nd.
Okay.
It's gonna
Badass.
change the world.
Why do you think we use the green font?
Change the fucking world.
Well, that's April 2nd.
My
so-
guess,
Oh wait, what are you talking about?
Interdimensional aliens is what they're gonna say. They're here. We can't see them. All that shit is gonna be released.
Are we
You
gonna be
hear-
able to phase into their dimension?
Nah, we suck. We're stupid. Maybe
They're gonna
later.
phase into ours.
They already do. That's what
If
the announcement's
aliens
gonna be.
could get here, they're
It's not-
smarter
it's-
than
it's-
we are.
It's not even a matter of the. Apparently, it's not even a matter of getting here.
No, think about that. If
They
aliens
ain't
are
already
here-
here.
It's
They're just on a different frequency.
yeah.
than
It's
us.
a.
Oh, okay, I
It's
got
a.
you.
It's a different dimension.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is what they're saying.
It's
It's a
everywhere,
whole.
everywhere, all at once.
kind of, yeah,
Multiversing.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's a version
Well,
of
it's
Blake
it's
that would
look,
never.
every-
But that's
look,
not the
the
aliens,
Earth,
though.
and then if you change the frequency, you see the different fifth, fourth, sixth dimensional beings.
In an alternate dimension, there's an Andy that gets here on time.
I was here on time. Was I here before we started?
Mm.
Did we start without me?
We started a minute or two late.
Mm.
I was when the cameras went on. Was I sitting down?
That's prima donna shit.
Okay, then I was here on time.
There's
So
no-
shut the fuck up, Joe.
There's no time to check
You're
your
gonna
audio
start getting.
level.
You know what? I'm phasing into the dimensional me that's gonna fucking be
But yeah,
pissed.
that's
dude.
that's my guess is because they already said they're gonna declassify everything, and it's gonna be interdimensional shit. We can't see the spectrum that shit's on.
Man, I want to get
You,
into.
you heard it here first. First
Okay.
Corpus podcast talk about
I'm
it.
bringing my hostage tape next time for whenever you guys start talking about people and things that I didn't say a word about.
Who did we talk about? We didn't talk about
People
anybody.
need people need visual cues of when I talk and when I don't.
Who's beefing with you now, Joe? Who's beefing with you?
Fucking list goes on and on.
Who do you got now? Who do we
List
got
goes
beef with
on
now?
and on.
Dude, we should start a list.
I know.
People beefing with Joe.
I know. And I can't do shows with them because fucking
You know
Joe's
what?
beefing.
We'll
Oh,
get
you
a
think
big.
that your
we'll
taint,
get a
my
big
taint is
steak.
all
Yeah,
on you?
uh-huh.
We'll get a big steak and we'll sear in people's names.
Do you see me? Do you see me and Tina on the same show ever? No.
Well, but I think that's because I don't know. Tina might be a little bigger name than you.
Oh,
brother.
she's fucking huge, bro. Still. I'm just saying.
Another person from Corpus Christi's comedy scene got on Kill Tony recently.
Oh, who? Lagoria?
It's not my story to tell.
Well, I saw Tina's.
They
We talked about
the
Tina.
person who it was telling the story in public, but I don't want to
So,
say
but
something
they're-
I'm not
they're-
supposed to say.
Their episode hasn't aired yet.
Hasn't aired yet.
Okay, well then we'll talk about it when it airs.
Well,
Yeah.
so is what Longoria or Ralphie?
I'm interested in watching this performance.
Okay.
Any person that's representing Corpus Christi.
I don't watch Kill Tony. It's anxiety.
Do you feel like do you
inducing
feel like
to
it's
me.
representing Corpus though? Like if I went up there, they'd be like I'm like, I don't
Well,
represent
I think I understand your question.
You
but-
wouldn't represent Corpus?
I don't represent Corpus.
Well, who would you represent? then?
represent me.
No,
still.
if in the interview section they're
Oh,
going to
me.
ask you where you're from.
They're gonna ask you where you're from.
Don't
you're
matter.
Gonna, you're inadvertently gonna be
don't
representing
matter where I'm
Corpus.
from. Don't matter where I'm from.
They're gonna be.
No.
You're gonna say Blake Trevino from Corpus Christi,
Fuck
Texas, and
yeah.
everyone's gonna go Michael White, fucking
From-
right.
Be like Blake Free from doesn't matter. That's all it's good. Don't fucking
From
matter.
parts unknown.
Don't matter.
You're like
think
the
that
fucking
that-
Undertaker, dude.
No, it just doesn't matter. Just lazy.
That show
Leave it blank.
has an enclosureness to it where, like, that dude from Idaho that came down, Nebraska, was at the couple open mics a week ago. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was from Nebraska. He learned about
good.
Corpus coming to having a scene for him to check out because he saw Tina on Kill Tony.
Oh wow.
Right. So there's a reach to that show where, yes, you would be representing Corpus because of the way they interview people and they want to contain people
We're gonna
to
just
spots.
lie on there. I'll just
All right,
make
I
up a
think we're
city.
supposed to quit.
Okay.
Right? Are we done?
We gotta turn it off now.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're just getting
man.
started.
Yeah, fun
All right.
show.
See you
So
at
I don't know when we'll be back. How we'll do it. Because we'll be in Fremont when the next one's supposed to air,
Maybe
And
we
then
might do
Beeville.
it the day before Fremont
or day after.
or day after.
So Sunday maybe.
We'll,
Cut
have
down a
to- we'll-
Friday.
we'll see.
We'll figure it out. But
party.
Hey,
Guys-
Any other than the tour, you got anything else you wanna
rock hard.
Rock hard this
rock
Wednesday.
hard?
Wednesday.
Rock hard.
It's my birthday
Uh,
show.
Bring
His
your
birthday
We're gonna
show. He's gonna be
fucking-
wearing this jacket too, probably.
Maybe
right?
the pink one.
Ooh, Pink Pony Club.
Oh, are we roasting you on your birthday?
Fuck no, you ain't roasting me on my birthday.
I want only nice roasts on my birthday, just nice things.
I just
said
want
to me.
compliments. The compliment
Yeah,
show.
the
of-
compliment roasting of me.
God, that'd be harder to write for than the
Exactly.
roast jokes.
Make me cry because everything's so nice.
like he always has weed to give me. Good God.
Hey, sports with Roland. We just had Jesse on. Listen to it. It's really good.
That it?
That's it.
Cool. All right. See ya.
All right, party.